distraction!
Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine. That is a tutorial prompt, and she'll be fine. Nah, no need for that right now. She'll be fine. I'll do everything I can to help. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press triangle when the option to consult with me appears. I'll let you know where I think the suspicious statement is. Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. Alright, it's cross-examination time. Ben, okay. So the bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name H2000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. So you're trying to find testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right? That's right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tonate's testimony is just the first step. After that, it's a matter of taking a look at any evidence that seems relevant. Okay. As evidence, if I press L1, yeah. You say that you disarmed the bomb, but are you really sure it was disarmed? Absolutely, I can disarm anything in a flash. That looks more like dismantled than disarmed to me. Oh, pardon me. Let's see, is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? Impossible, I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that. They say to err is human. Although the jury is still out on this guy. If you must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed. I guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. Could you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Tonate? Certainly. Bomb name operated by timer with a remote. What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? Dimension, yeah, like you said before. This information is also written on the photograph. According to this, the case is made out of alloy plates and 5/16 of an inch thick. That certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy bit of metal. I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping. If you dropped that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit. Very well. I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. So, Mr. Tonate, were you keeping an eye on the bomb? Where were you watching from? Watching from the gallery? Why were you in the gallery? My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things. How admirably responsible of you. A model to be emulated. I practice disarming bombs every day. I practice assembling them too. The disarming part I get, but assembling them? Well, I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself. I see, but do you ever practice having evidence presented to you? Presented to me? What? No, Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you? That does it. I'm going to start practicing having evidence presented to me every day. You better drink some coffee, boss. We're going to be pulling an all-nighter. I don't think that will be necessary, or worth either of our time. So, Mr. Tonate, what did you witness from the gallery? I saw that the bomb timer was counting down. You saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes? I'd hardly think that a timer as small as the one in this bomb could be seen from the gallery. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from far away. Even when I see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie. Why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass? I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. I'm not so sure. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me. I don't think I follow. The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal. So well concealed, in fact, that it didn't even look like a bomb at all. So you tried to find Opening objection for having presented evidence during your first cross-examination. So you say you saw the bomb's countdown, is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say that you are clearly lying. What are you talking about? There is no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Mr. Tonate, how could you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer? But that is... What? No! That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this? Well, Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out. And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tonate? Well, let me see. No. There must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound. Sound? What sound? When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down. A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that, even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal. I simply made a mistake. My bad. My bee! How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know? Now he's just showing off. Keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality, you know? And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you? Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonate did not hear the sound. Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person is Miss Woods. That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb. What's this now? It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equal evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Mr. Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch. The remote switch? Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. It has been missing ever since the incident. Okay, a switch that starts the bomb's countdown. It was stolen just before the blast and is now missing. I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer. How could you assert so unequivocally? What is that word? Unequivocally. What? More? I can't say that word. I can't figure it out. Unequivocally? Is that, have I said that right? Unequivocally? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, thank you. I was saying it right. I just wasn't quite sure. All of the words, all of the letters in that word were fucking me up. Silent O. Quickly. Unequivocally. How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby? Thank you for that. The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside of the case was in that lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it. Someone other than Mr. Tonate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. Speaking of. Okay. Sorry. And I have the only key that can open the case. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch. And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. So we're just saying that it's her then? That's not how this works. The onus of evidence isn't on the defendant. It is. Never mind. It's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Clown Shoe courtroom rules. So yes. But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb. Ah, that tail! 5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 deciseconds. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes. Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. It appears that we will have to hear from the defendant herself once more. I wholeheartedly agree. Your Honor, I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand. Oh. Is it? Sorry, is that done? Hell yeah. Can't wait to play that off the stream. Anyway, sorry. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright? I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry, I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. Guess she's already at anger level 1. Don't worry, I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing. Mr. Wright, is it? Me? Yes? Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. This guy's hiding something. I just know it. Now, if you will excuse me. Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant. Junie! Hi, Athena. She looks even worse off than before. Don't worry, Junie. We're here for you. Where's my fucking footstep? There we go. Thanks, Athena. I'll do my best too. You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct? No, of course not. What's that you say? I could barely hear you. I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary. What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth. This is getting ugly. You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right? Mr. Wright, can I go give that prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not. Do we have to review courtroom manners 101 again? We can't let a creep like that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily. I haven't forgotten about how he treated you. Don't worry about me, just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared, so very scared. Looks like Athena's picking something up with a heightened sense of hearing. What? Wait, so So Phoenix Wright had the Magatama, right? That was able to... What was it able to do? I forgot what the Magatama was able to do. Someone will have to tell me. Remind me. And then Apollo Justice had this thing where he was able to just like see the slightest twitch on someone's face and see the slightest tell with his eyes if he just locked in. And Athena's is heightened sense of hearing. And it sounds like this time it's the voice of her heart, Miss Wood's heart. Don't deny it. You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you? Your Honor, please put a stop to this. I was going to say, badgering the defendant straight up. Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I asked that you behave more like a gentleman. Ah, but don't you know, Your Honor, there is no more gentle man in this world than I. As if a gentleman or even a gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win. Hey, Fawns, how we doing? Athena! How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know that I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel man. Okay. Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I'd demand my money back from that manners class if I were you. I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but... Mr. Payne, that will be enough. Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions? Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Mrs. Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off. Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Junie's clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out. This isn't going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside of her heart. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Woods' heart? Yes, and they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared. I think she could collapse in any second. Athena has a unique ability, you see. With a finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone in their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied and listen to the testimony of Mrs. She's a psychology student. yeah. Of her heart. Okay, boss, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. What did she say? Auf geht's? Is that German? Is that Dutch? German? Sorry? It means let's go. Let's do this. Okay. Random a bit of... To be fair, she did say a random bit of Spanish earlier too. Is that a thing? Huh? You're a psych student? I feel like her being a psychology student and having the ability to hear how someone's feeling, it's just crazy that it's just funny that she's a psychology student, because of course she is, if this is her ability. So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right? In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I picked up on just now while listening to her testimony, I can enter all of that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. What are we doing? Okay. These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. Sad or frightened, she feels surprised or confused. So with your special ability in Widget's Mood Matrix program, we can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology. Yep, now let's give it a shot and pick it up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the mood matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and the feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Okay, time to listen to her testimony, the true one. Oh my god, we're tapped in. Well, that lady, what? Well, that day, cough, I was watching from the gallery, cough. The bomb went off and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. I am so happy. I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena's is incredible. Is it power or technology? She keeps saying power. But she's quite literally also got technology. And I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What? Already? At least Maya and FaZe had actual magic. Look at this. When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting. Well, look at that. That is odd. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, you will just need to pinpoint it. And then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers with X. I can't tell if I'm choosing one. Okay, I guess I got it. Widget is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great, let's hear what she has to say. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled. I tripped, and then the rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for, but just then... Oh, look at her. Apollo came and rescued me. Apollo? He used his own body to shield me from the rubble. So that's when he sustained those injuries. How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage? Yes, Apollo is just like the sun. Isn't Apollo something to do with the sun? Yes, he's the god of sun and light in Greek. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Thought so. Ha, fun. Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden too. Huh? Oh, you're right. Thank you, Athena. Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony. Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must still be some discord in Junie's heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right? Yeah, okay. Yep. The ancient Romans stole Apollo whole cloth. Is Apollo also a Roman thing too? I tried to bomb, it was too slow. Before the bomb could get away, the bomb went off. I was so scared, startled, I tripped. Then the rubble started falling on me. I thought I was done for. Wait. And then Apollo came and rescued me. Oh. Apollo is the Greek god for sun and also the Roman god for sun too. Like bar for bar. You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you? Yes, I was really happy. But there was also something you felt sad about at the same time. Sad? The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you was rescued, you sensed a little sadness too. Oh, I think it's probably because of bum rap Riney. Huh? Apollo Raw Justice. I'm not Riney. What do you know? Something new. That's right. I bought my stuffed animal, Bumrat Riney, to watch the trial with me. Bumrat Riney and Phony Fanty are brothers. Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise? Ra is the Egyptian sun god. Oh, that I'm aware of. I had Bumrat Riney with me while I was watching the trial, but it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Riney, a victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster. It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges. Phony Fanty and Bumrat Riney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros? Wait a second. Never mind, ignore me. I thought I was onto something, but I was onto fucking nothing. Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore. So I guess that means we've managed to draw out all of her testimony. That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So, do you think a new testimony will help? Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So, Bumrat Riney was in that courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the entire meaning of that other piece of evidence. All they have to do is present it at the right statement. I was watching from the gallery with Bumrat Riney. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get out of the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled, I thought I was done for. Then Apollo came and rescued me. I can't press here. Oh, I haven't saved in a while. I'm sure there is an autosave, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. Let's see. Let's have a look at this. Riney has the same. Wait, hold on. Riney has the same tail as Fanty. one I want to go... Is it literally just this?
Objection!
I'm super wrong. Mrs. Woods, you're wrong. What? No, I'm not. Junie, are you alright? Mr. Wright, why are you badgering Junie like that? Huh? But I was trying so hard not to. Yeah, true. Don't badger your own client, mate. Shagged it. So let's try that again. Let's load it. Oh, that takes surprisingly a longer amount of time than I thought it would to load. Right, so it's not that. Before I could get out of the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped. Then rubble was started falling. I was done for. Then Apollo came and rescued me. Not bad, huh? I should focus on the new statements Miss Woods made. The existence of Bumrat Riney should turn things around in our favor. It changes the meaning of a certain piece of evidence we already have. So if it wasn't this, it must be this, surely.
Objection!
Yeah. Miss Woods, I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are, without a doubt, innocent. Mr. Wright, what a wild assertion are you making now? My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail that the defendant's fingerprints were on wasn't that of phony Panthy. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bumrat Riney. Yo! Hold on. This track is really good. Kind of giving me Xenoblade vibes. Hey, yo. That's good. That's a good track. What nonsense is that? I can see they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor. But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law. Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both grey, for example. Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. Did I even go into the court record? If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up. Right over here.
Take that!
Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same. Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals, but the design of their tails is exactly the same. Oh, that was very... Fucking hell. The action lines were flashing in my eyes in a weird way. Oh, that was bad. Order in the court. As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bumrat Riney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne? Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor. Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around. Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we have managed to hold out this long. I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Let us convene tomorrow. Court is adjourned. I'm trying to find, I'm not bothering with voices for each characters, but I'm trying to also find them too. We did it. That was so exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment. True to form. Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me. Thank you for everything you're doing. You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out. Oh. And you really got brave at the end, just when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around. Okay, I think I'm gonna find my voice for Athena. Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Athena. Really? Thanks. So, be honest, was I any help at all? Of course. She's got some weird fucking emotion, expressions on her face. Without you, we would never have gotten out of that tight spot. Ah, that's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner. That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology, the ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Good question. I almost forgot about him. I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby. Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4. Are the villains ever not obvious JoJo characters? No, unfortunately. Every first case shows in all of these games, I think, so far at least, straight up just shows the culprit. And then every case after that is like you kind of have to figure out who it is for reals because they don't actually show you the culprit. Except, honestly, there was I remember Luke Apney from the second or third game. You see, look at his design, and I'm like, oh my god, spoiled by the character design. Obviously, you fucking did it. Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion? When I came out to the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bumrat Riney. I told him I dropped Riney in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then Apollo said he had an idea where Riney might be, so we went to take a look together. Guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be. So you went looking for Riney together before you were called back into the courtroom number 5? Yes, I'd had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though. With all those injuries, I wonder how he's managing. I think Apollo might have figured something out. Wonder what it was. I wonder what it was too, but we'll find out after this ad break. BRB. Alright. He told me I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Just maybe he found some piece of new evidence. Anyway, we better go get him. Good idea. December 17th in the old courtroom number 4.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know you're...
Huh? Oh, he fell over again. Oh, shit! To be continued. Oh, if I'd known this was going to be a save for your current progress, I would have not taken it. Well, the ad break needed to happen anyway. All right, okay, cool. So back in there. When I first started streaming, when I was playing these Ace Attorney games, whenever I'd hit a save your current progress, I would then go and take an actual fucking break. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take like a 10-minute one, actually. Because when the ad breaks happen, I just sort of sit here and like just scroll on my phone. But now I'm actually going to take a proper local rest. Because these trials and stuff go on for ages. So if that's there, yeah, I'm actually going to take a proper break. Proper break.